Hello my dear children, this is my class 12th chapter is electrochemistry going on. I think it's part 8, write down part 8 of the chapter. It's a very important law, very simple, called KOHL, Kohl, RAUSCH, Kohl-Roche law of independent migration of ions. Just write Kohl-Roche law. This law is used to calculate the lambda m molar conductance at infinite dilution of weak electrolyte. Remember this. This law is used to calculate the lambda m naught, or you may write infinity, of weak electrolyte, right? Now, before taking the law, I am taking the experiment of scientist Kohl-Roche first. Experiment, he did 2 experiments. After that, he proposed a law. Experiment number 1. He took some strong electrolyte. Example, I am taking just example. These experiments you can just listen carefully you just after that you came to the basics of this law and you just learn only the statement of this law, okay? No need to learn the experiment, just listen. Experiment. This is your experiment number 1, lithium chloride, sodium, you write along with me. Lithium bromide, make a pair. This is your sodium, again it is your sodium bromide. Now I am writing your lithium chloride, it's iodide, now it is sodium iodide. This is some strong electrolyte. In this case, lithium and sodium is common, right? Lithium, sodium common. Now, these are the strong electrolyte. So, their lambda m naught can be easily calculated from the graph. You know now, from the graph we can easily calculate the lambda m naught. These are the mathematical values. So, I am writing A. These are the mathematical values. I am writing A, B, C, D, E and F. These are the mathematical values. Write down unit is per ohm, centimeter square, per mole. All of the same units because all of the mathematical values. Now he pairs, pair up and pair up. Now after that he subtracted these values. He subtracted A minus B. Here he subtracted C minus D. Here he subtracted, make a pair, and after making pair, whatever the values are, subtract those values, A minus B, C minus D and E minus F. After subtraction, he came to know the subtraction answer came same in each case. Write on X, write on X, write on X. The subtraction, after subtraction, whatever the value A, B, C, D, E, F, all these values are different because this is the reason I written A, B, C, D, E, F. But after subtraction of the first pair A minus B, answer is X. C minus D, answer is again X. E minus F, answer is again X. Write on unit so that it look like value per ohm, centimeter square, per mole. All of the same units because all of the lambda m naught differences. Now students, when we have subtracted A minus B, that is when we have subtracted Li, I am taking here outside, Li plus Cl minus, this is one of, you can write minus Na plus and plus Cl minus. That is, if you will open these bracket, you know what will cancel, chloride will cancel, chloride will cancel, here bromide will cancel after subtraction, here iodide will cancel. What left? The left is lithium minus sodium, lithium minus sodium, lithium minus sodium. This means that's the reason the answer is same in all cases. Because this answer is of the individual, that is, this answer, first listen in a very simple way. Why this is same? Because this is the answer of lithium minus sodium value x, lithium minus sodium value x, lithium minus sodium, because in each case what left? Lithium sodium, lithium sodium, lithium sodium. So that's the reason x answer is the same. Now the question arises, lithium, here with the lithium and sodium chlorine is there, here with the lithium and sodium bromine, and here with the lithium and sodium iodine. That experiment suggests us as well as to Kolrush that lithium and sodium will not seek the presence of whatever the anion is there. Listen to me in a very simple way. Lithium and sodium ions will not check which anion is present with us. Either it is chlorine or it is bromine or it is iodine. No matters whatever the ion present with me, no matter I am sodium, I am lithium sodium, my subtraction is x. I am lithium sodium, my subtraction is x. I am lithium sodium, my subtraction is x. No matter whatever the anion is present with me. Okay? No, its presence here it changed. If the answer comes x, y and z, let the answer comes x, y, z. Then what you will say? You will say, teacher's answer will come x, y, z because here lithium sodium is with chloride, here lithium sodium is with bromide, here lithium sodium with iodide. If the answer comes x, y, z. No, but the answer comes x, x, x. This shows cation, conductivity of the cation independent of the presence of the anion. Conductivity of the cation independent of the presence of the other anion. Whatever the anion it is, it will not check the anion present. Now I am taking experiment number 2. I think after taking experiment number 2, it will be very simple for you. Write down experiment 2. After this experiment, scientists will propose a law. Just listen. Write down experiment number 2. I am writing lithium, chloride, bromide. Okay? Now you write sodium, chloride, bromide, potassium, chloride, potassium, bromide. These are all strong electrolytes. Their values of lambda m naught easily be calculated from the graph. Let the answer is A. I am writing small letters now because the experiment changed. A, B, C, D, E and F. All lambda m. Write down per ohm, centimeter square, per mole. Units are same. Now all these are the lambda m naught. Let us subtract all these. Make a pairs. Let us subtract A minus B. Here subtraction of C minus D. Here subtraction of the values of A minus E minus F. And interestingly the answer comes x. Again x. Small letter it is. Experiment 2 it is x. Unit is per ohm, centimeter square, per mole. Now student, you can check if you will subtract these, what will cancel? Here lithium will cancel, here sodium will cancel, here potassium will cancel. What will left? In each case, chloride, bromide, chloride, bromide, chloride, bromide will left. This means now question is not very clear. The question is why XXX? Answer is because this XXX is because this is a subtraction of the values of ClBr, ClBr, ClBr. If the answer is XYZ, let your answer is XYZ, then what would be the reason? If the answer is different, well, anion is same, chloride bromide X, let chloride bromide Y, chloride bromide Z, let it is XYZ of chlorine minus bromine X, now chlorine minus bromine Y, now chlorine minus bromine Z, then naturally it will be, it is very easy to say, with the chlorine bromine, here lithium is present, with the chlorine bromine, here sodium is present, with the chlorine bromine, here potassium is present. So the answer is different. No, answer will come same. Answer really came same during the time of Kolrush's law. Kolrush time, XXX. Now what you will say? Why the answer is same experiment? This was experiment, students. XXX answer suggested no matters what, either the lithium is there with me Chlorine bromine is saying either the sodium is with me, chlorine bromine is saying either the potassium with me, no matters. I am chloride minus bromide, I am chloride minus bromide, I am chloride minus bromide. No matters whatever the cation is present with me, XXX. After these two experiments, now write down a very interesting line, just line. Then he thought each ion has its own OWN contribution. Each ion has its own contribution towards total molar conductance of electrolyte. Write down, and it is independent of the presence of other ion. Write down this line, and it is independent on the presence of other ion. Colroche thought each ion has its own contribution towards the total molar conductance of electrolyte, and it is independent upon the presence of other ion. I think it's clear now. Let us write on the law, which is very, very important. According to Colroche law, you can write first, I will write the statement at the end. You can write lambda, just large lambda, total molar conductance at infinite dilution. Let it is NaCl. It is equal to small lambda. Small lambda means ionic conductance. Write down small lambda, ionic conductance, lambda naught of sodium ion plus lambda naught of chloride ion. So each ion, now you can see my hand first. Each ion has its own contribution towards a total molar conductance of the electrolyte. Multiply by nu, Nu. Nu is a number of cation and number of anion. Here it is 1, okay? Nu. Now, if I am writing lambda m naught of sodium sulfate, how will you write? Because it is Na2, because 2 you will write 2 into lambda naught of sodium ion plus sulfate is 1 time lambda naught of sulfate ion. Okay? So this is the way. Here you will not write nu because it's 1 each. You will not mention here. Just write this answer. I'm writing 1 more, 2 more, so that it become very simple for you. Now write down lambda naught of aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice. Try to understand this. Okay, it is equal to, now aluminium is 2 times. Write it 2 into lambda naught of aluminium ion plus 3 sulfate, 3 into lambda naught of sulfate ion. I think it is very much clear now. Now I am writing in a general way. Write down lambda naught of AB is equal to nu of A plus into multiplied lambda naught of A plus nu of B in ion into lambda naught of B ion. So this is Colroche law. Write down, according to Colroche law, the total molar conductance of an electrolyte. Now you see my finger. First line. This is first line. So you see my finger. The total molar conductance of an electrolyte is equal to, we reached here, is equal to sum of, you can see sum of, this is sum of, right? The total molar conductance of an electrolyte is equal to the sum of, you can write at infinite dilution, the total molar conductance of an electrolyte at infinite dilution is equal to the sum of their ionic conductance, their ionic lambda, small lambda, their ionic conductance and multiplied each ionic conductance with number of cation and number of anion, and multiplied each ionic conductance, write down, with number of cation and number of anion. Again listen and see my finger and pen along with these lines. According to, no need to cramp, just understand, according to Colrosch, the total molar conductance of an electrolyte at infinite dilution is equal to the sum of the ionic conductance, their ionic conductance, multiplied each ionic conductance with the number of cations and number of anions. Let us start the numericals. Write down. Your next topic is application of Colrosch law. Application. The first application, first, second, same thing. Just its application is determination of lambda m naught. You may write naught or infinity one, the same thing, of weak electrolyte. Determination of lambda m naught of a weak electrolyte. Write down your first numerical. Open the NCERT book. You can open the NCERT book, that is, you can take your 8th example. I am writing lambda m naught of NaCl. You can write along with me. It is given, it is stronger, so it's given. NaCl, HCl and NaAC, sodium acetate, AC for acetate, acetatide. The values are 126.4, write on 126.4. It is your value. Next is 425.9 and third value is 91 per ohm centimeter square per mole. Write down, students, is your example, very interesting example I am taking. So after that, what they are asking about to calculate the lambda m naught of HAC. Very simple, very simple numericals. Now let us start it. Let us apply Colrosch law on the numericals now. Now, students, the question is calculate the lambda m naught of HAC. It's a weaker. Acetic acid it is. Acetic acid. AC for CH3CO minus. Acetatide. Or you may write H. It's acetic acid. Same thing. HAC or CH3COH. One and the same thing. If it is written AC, you can write AC, right? Now, let us start. Let us apply this on this. These are the strong electrolyte. So, their values are given from the graph, and this is a weak electrolyte because Colrosch law is used to find the lambda m naught of weak electrolyte only. Because it's very easy to calculate the lambda m naught of a strong electrolyte from the graph by axial rotation for graph. Okay? Right. Start writing answer. Lambda m naught of NaCl is equal to lambda naught of sodium ion plus lambda naught of chloride ion is equal to whatever the value is given, 126.4, either unit. Second, lambda m naught of HCl is equal to lambda naught of H ion plus lambda naught of chloride ion is equal to value 425.9 per ohm centimeter square per mole, right? Third is lambda m naught of NaAC is equal to small lambda naught of sodium ion plus lambda naught of acetate ion is equal to 91. Next, what to calculate? Your aim is, write down lambda m naught 1, this is equation number 1, write down, it is must write equation number 2 and this is equation number 3. Now your question is, your aim is lambda m naught of HAC, it is equal to lambda naught of H ion plus lambda naught of acetate ion is equal to question mark. Question mark means you want to calculate. Now students, in this way we have applied Colrosch law on these electrolyte, right? Now very simple numerical, what you will see, where your aim is this. Now you can check, this is your given data, up to this your given data, and this is the aim. Write down aim, and this is your data, given data. Write down given data. Now what you will see, students, you can check in which occasions these two ions are present. Let us check in which occasion these two ions are present. Second occasion and occasion number third. So you will write add second plus 3 and what left? Subtract -1. Very simple. Where your aim is in the occasions your aim is, add those occasions always and subtract the rest. And you can write now, add 2 plus 3, add 2 plus 3, 2 is lambda naught of H ion plus lambda naught of Cl ion plus lambda naught of sodium ion plus lambda naught of acetate ion minus first occasion minus lambda naught of sodium ion plus minus lambda naught of Cl ion. Cancel the common ions, and your common ions are your sodium plus and minus sodium, your chloride plus and chloride minus. By cancelling the common ion, what you left what that is your desire. Your left is lambda naught of H ion plus lambda naught of acetate ion, and this is your aim. Same you will apply mathematically. You will add 2 plus 3, 425.9 plus 91, and whatever the answer comes minus 126.4. This is the way, and this is the no other formula of Cauchy's law. This is the final formula. What you will do, you will add the occasion, and after that you subtract. You can take these types of numericals later on. Let me take 2 more numericals. After that you can do easily yourself, by yourself. I am taking the numerical in text, same page, in text number 9. In text number 9 is conductivity is given. Student, conductivity is kappa. Conductance and conductivity is different. Conductivity is given, it is 46.1 per conductivity is not given, its molar conductivity is given. This means molar conductivity is lambda naught. Molar conductivity at a particular concentration is given, that is it is 46.1. you can identify from the unit per ohm, centimeter square per mole, right? This is given at a particular concentration. The concentration is, write down and see, at a particular concentration, and this concentration is 0.025 mole per liter. Write down at a particular concentration is given. Okay, question is calculate the degree of dissociation. Write down alpha. Alpha is the degree of dissociation. This is the second application of Cauchy's law. Cauchy's law is used in determination of alpha. Alpha is degree of dissociation. K is a dissociation constant of the weak electrolyte. Formula I will tell you during the numerical. Okay, this is second application numerical. Now what given else? Other thing given is they also wanted to calculate dissociation constant. K is a dissociation constant. We also calculate this. What given is? Given is lambda naught of H ion is given. Lambda naught of H ion is 349.6 per ohm centimeter square per mole is given. Lambda naught of format ion is given. Format ion is 54.6 unit is. The question is your formic methanoic acid is going on. Okay, let us start doing the numericals. Molar conductance at particular concentration is given. Ionic conductance are given, nothing else. What you will do? Very simple it is. You will add these two ionic conductance. Write down, apply Cauchy's law first. Lambda m naught of formic acid, methanoic acid. It's a methanoic acid. It is equal to lambda naught of format ion, methanoate ion plus lambda naught of this H plus. HCO minus is equal to H plus. This is Cauchy's law. Put the value. It is given. Format is 54.6 and H plus is 349.6. You add these two, you get lambda m naught, right? After that, what you will do? After addition, you please add these two. After that, you apply this application number 2, that is alpha, right? And formula. Alpha is equal to lambda m by lambda m. But it is at a particular concentration, it is at infinity. And lambda m at a particular concentration is given 46.1. And lambda m at an infinite dilution is your sum. I think you must have taken the addition, you can put here. This is your alpha. Add this and put here. Alpha formula. And how to calculate dissociation constant? This is already done in class 11th. You can do K is equal to C alpha square. This is a formula in class 11 chapter equilibrium. C is concentration for I think 0.025 and alpha whatever come you can put here taking the square multiplying the concentration your answer will come. This is your second numerical. 3 numericals are sufficient for this. And rest you can take the assignment, you can solve those assignments and any problem come you can send me by mail. Okay, now I am taking your numerical number that is in exercise and my request you please solve example 7, example 8 and example 7 and 9 at your home. Example 7 and example 9 at your home for practice. I am taking numerical number 11 in exercise. It's a different numerical. 3 numericals are sufficient. I am taking 11th numerical of exercise, the last numerical. Now student, 11th numerical, the conductivity of 0.00241 m. 0.00241 m. Acetic acid is 7.896. Hydrogen K conductivity 7.896 into 10 raised to power minus 5. I think it's 5 written. You can check please. Per ohm per centimeter. Per ohm per centimeter is a unit of conductivity, that is kappa, that is specific conductance. Calculate the molar conductivity. Calculate its molar conductivity. Lambda m question mark. If lambda m naught is given, it is acetic acid, it is 390.5 per ohm centimeter square per mole it is given. Then the question is calculate dissociation constant. It's a beautiful numerical because this numerical is covering many topics. Okay, first of all, this is the first topic, lambda m. What is lambda m? It is equal to K into 1000 by molarity. Day before we have taken this. You can apply the formula lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by molarity. Put the value lambda m is equal to K. So your K is 7.896 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 1000 by molarity. I think the molarity is 0.00241. Put the molarity. In this way, you have calculated lambda m at a particular concentration. Now, lambda m naught is given. Calculate alpha first. Make a formula alpha is equal to lambda m at a particular concentration by lambda m at infinite dilution. Lambda m at a particular concentration is this. This you can put here. And lambda m at infinite is given 390.5. It is, you calculate and put here. And this is given at infinite dilution. After calculating alpha, calculate dissociation constant K. K is equal to C alpha square. C is your this concentration. Whatever the alpha come, you put here, taking the square, multiplying by C, your answer comes. Now student, you have completed your Coleridge law. This is very simple, very interesting, and I will send your assignments within time. The assignments of your e-notes of your chapter solution, as well as e-notes of electrochemistry. Sooner I will send you. I'm sending the assignments regularly, but send you these lectures, that is theoretical portion even also, that is all solved theory. Now this is all about next lecture is again very interesting. Next lecture I will take the commercial cells. I will take tomorrow commercial cells or batteries. This is all. Thank you.